Hello, my Pisces Collective. This is Zaida Velgara from Becoming I Am, here to give you your reading for June 2026. I hope you enjoy. Now, thank you for everybody that's been following me for a while, for all your likes, shares, subscribes, all that stuff you guys are doing. I feel like you're a blessing for my life, so I return that blessing back to you so it can be for your greatest good and your divine blessing. So, that being said, those that are new, I pick 4 astrological events of the month, and then I do oracle and I do tarot to kind of tell you what's going on, theme and whatever. I only do one reading a month on purpose, so I hope you enjoy it. After that, I do astrological readings, like, letting you know what the report of the month is, and like random readings whenever I feel like I need to. All right, so that being said, June 9th, Venus conjuncts Jupiter, so this means that whatever's in your heart is going to go big, and it's going to go home or it's going to go home. It's one of those things like go big or go home. That's what Jupiter does. It brings good fortune, good luck, but whatever is in your heart right now. So keep that in mind. So I want to see how it's going to affect you, my Pisceans. You're going to get a message of some kind of graduation. Shut up with the herd. Okay, I feel like looking at these 3 cards together, I feel like what I'm hearing is that you're going to be receiving some kind of message that a big group, a big collective, like the big herd of all of people that are of your same frequency, vibration, elevation, all are moving forward in a new direction. You're being herded to a different direction. Not really sure where, so let's find out. That is a very random reading. So I don't know, when I saw that too, I'm hearing birds of a feather flock together, except these are like sheep. Ooh. 6 of Pentacles. And this one's interesting because there's 2 people and they're receiving money and they're receiving a new contract. Then we have the 6 of Cups, which is talking about, like, honestly, in this, it's like people of your same nest. You see, I told you, birds of a feather flock together. This is the first time I see this, but do you see there's the mama bird, crow, and then all the baby crows, and then the cups are all around it? I feel like the same people of the same flock, people of the same energy and frequency. You're getting some kind of new contract, and you are going to, it's like all of you. And then we have we have the Queen of Cups, which is talking about some kind of intuition. I think this one's really interesting because if you look, she's touching, Mahomeno. She's touching the water, and the water is moving from what she's touching to into her hand. And I mean, into the hand that has the cup, because I'm seeing it going up towards her hand, not from her cup down. I don't know how to explain it, except that's how I see it. I don't see it going down. I'm seeing it coming up, like if it's a straw. And I'm feeling like you're connecting to a different kind of vibration. 9 of Wands. And I'll see why the 9 of Wands showed up. Chariot card. And I feel like whatever was in the past is being blocked because you're moving away. Tower card, definitely blocked because you're moving away. I feel like what's happening is kind of like you're moving into like this new vibration, this new frequency, this new group, this new dynamic, and you're leaving behind your old world, and these people that used to be of your old world won't have access to you. Can't have access to you is what I wanted to say, but won't have access to you. So can't and won't. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords to the Death card. Literally, those things that used to steal your energy will no longer have that strength, because 4 of Pentacles, you know how to stand your ground. And I'm seeing that you're actually really good against these narcissistic energies that offer you a lot and don't give you anything. Like, you've literally walked away from it. I mean, I mean, it's kind of strange because what I'm seeing is that as you're evolving, as you're moving up, you're just going to like deuces to everybody that is not of your same frequency. Like, I don't got the time, the energy, the effort to try to fix you or to try to make things better, you know? I'm liking this. That's boss bitch energy. The next thing is June 15th through the 17th. Venus again is in Leo. So hot love, you know, doing a return to something in your subconscious with the Neptune energy and opposing, which is waves and shock waves, to the Pluto and Aquarius that are right now in retrograde. And that is kind of like your desires, your hopes, your action backing up to something that seems to be calling you. So let's see what that's all about, my Pisces. Look at that. The first card came upside down, and it is the rats upside down. Like, I mean, confirmation that these people aren't going to be able to touch you. I'm talking to some kind of female. Red light, green light. I'm feeling like it's the red light for if it went sideways, it kind of feels like it went like this when it fell like sideways. So the red light goes to the rat, the green light goes to the female. And that's important because I feel like these narcissistic energies that you used to attract because I don't know, you were kind-hearted or you wanted to be a good person. Yeah, they have red light and you have a green light now, so you can move forward. Look at this, and this came out sideways again. It's a Five of Wands. Five of Wands. I'm feeling it coming out sideways because again, I'm feeling the rat and the female. Like, they're gonna have conflict. You're not gonna, you know? Ooh, look at that. I'm seeing you with the energy of looking into a new beginning, a new horizon, a new world. I'm seeing you again, Chariot card, moving forward that we saw in the previous one. And I'm seeing you kind of cutting off things that are not your truth. Like, I think sometimes we succumb to like narcissistic negative energies, you know, or we second guess our intuition and stuff about who somebody is because we hold on to false narratives of what people are. And once you start canceling that out, things start lining up. Look at this boss bitch energy. Again, the Queen of Wands. So this is definitely a female energy. Something fell on the floor. Hold on. Isn't that interesting? What fell on the floor is a King of Wands in reverse. It fell in reverse on the floor. So it's kind of like, I mean, I think what you're disconnecting from your energy field is some narrative with a like malicious or tyrannical masculine figure. Okay? Give me more on that. King of Wands in reverse. Look at that. The King of Wands in reverse gets the 10 of Wands, the heavy burden. That used to be like a victory. Now it's returning back to them, right? So it's like they used to carry that heavy burden on you, something that you used to carry. And here you go suffering at night, and it's actually a victory because you're getting past it, because you're balancing out and actually taking action. I actually said that backwards the first time. And it did feel like it was this way. Hold on. It feels like it was this way, where they felt like they were victorious because they gave you a heavy burden and you would lose sleep about it. And now you're balancing things out and taking action for your greatest good. That, I think, is the real story. You see, sometimes like they switch around. And then I have this in reverse because you're not crying about this no more. Ace of Cups in reverse. For me, Ace of Cups is the energy of like abundance of emotions. In reverse is sadness. And I'm just saying, like, I'm not crying about this no more. I don't care. I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. I had to move forward, and that's how it is. In the back of the deck, we have the Star card, followed by the Four of Swords, followed by the Justice. That's literally, you're going to get your wish to be at peace and balanced out because you're done. You're done. You're so done. Okay? Now, the next thing is June 20th, Uranus. squares up with the North Node. And this is kind of like a karmic shake up. And it is like a pivoting energy. So let's find out what that's all about. Heartbreak. Moving on. I mean, talk about the cards being so specifically the same story. I mean, cha-chang. 777, good luck, good fortune, abundance, material stability. I mean, whatever this was, this masculine energy that had you like in prison, and I think it was probably a mental prison because you were holding on to some kind of emotional BS that has no power over you anymore, child. And that's all I'm going to say. Nine of Pentacles, individual. You're just like your own self, no longer bound by somebody else. This is interesting. And what I'm seeing is that the false emperor energy, which is the King of Wands in reverse, right? And here is in reverse also. It doesn't want to walk away from you. Like, you're free. You're like, I'm done. Pace. And then they don't want to walk away from you. Of course not. Because now it's going to reverse back to them. You're thinking on moving on up and investing in yourself. And they're thinking about how can I like intercede and block these new messages they're receiving to move forward. This whole stack came out, and what we have is the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Star card again, followed by the Ten of Swords, followed by the High Priestess. And this, for me, tells me that though they might want to collaborate, your wish is for that to be over because you've seen the truth. Like, you don't need to even tell this person, like, I'm not interested. I don't want to have a relationship with you. I don't want to whatever. You don't need to have said that. It's kind of like you just moved on and that's it. Like, no more picking up the phone calls, no more going in that direction. And the bottom of the deck, the Moon card is here with the Strength card. I think this new moon, that this blue moon that we're going to have on the 31st is going to be significant. But I did say new moon. So let's find out when the new moon is in June. Let's see. I have it somewhere here. Oh, here it is. In June, the new moon is on the 14th. So that the 14th, which is around this time here, that's going to be super significant. It's going to be the thing that's going to kind of shift you because it's finally taking off something that's been stuck on you, kind of like some sticky tape that's on you. You're taking it all off right now. The last thing we're looking into is June 25th, Venus trines Saturn. That is the energy of love, doing a loop-de-loop, again, about this discipline. And I think the discipline has to do about what you're going to discipline yourself for, right? Because now you don't have that attachment. We have, wow, look, the person stealing something in reverse. First thing that you're disciplining on yourself is that you're not allowing anybody else to take your peace, your happiness, your joy. Secondly, I'm seeing that you're looking out for some new sign, symbol, direction that you're supposed to be going. But you don't see it yet. The owl's in reverse. So I feel like the end of the 25th of June, like the end of June, the 25th of June, that's like you waiting for the next, the next best thing, the next thing that's coming into your life. Like you're kind of just waiting. Can you tell me more about this? Yeah, we have the Strength card again. We have the Nine of Swords again, and the World card. We have the Two of Pentacles We have the Two of Wands, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Leah's. And this is all I'm going to tell you about the end of the month. Here is what I was going to tell you about the end of the month. This is the Three of Wands, and it's a big question mark. You know, like when you're waiting for the next thing that's going to enter your life, like the next phase, you get a little antsy because everything just seems to be sitting in limbo and you're just waiting. That's what this feels like in the end of the month. Like the entire month has been of flushing the toilet, moving things on, deciding things, seeing things for what they are, etc., and kind of saying no to whatever this, I want to say, tyrannical masculinity energy that is around you. You're kind of like, I'm over it. I'm not doing that again. And we're closing the door to that. So the whole entire month feels like I'm doing. And then we get to the end of the month and you're just like, now what? Well, now what am I supposed to do? Like, am I just supposed to sit here and wait for something different to happen? Because I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. I mean, every single time we go through a phase of change, we're supposed to have a period of relaxation, like the Four of Swords, where you're supposed to have a period where you are recharging your energy, reestablishing yourself, and then like kind of coming up with new ideas that you want to do for the future. Um, that's what the end of the month is supposed to be. So try not to push yourself so hard, even though, who knows, not all of us are like that. Sometimes we're a little bit extra, but it looks like you did what you were supposed to do, which is release this toxic masculine energy that was lingering in your field for so long. I hope that helps.